everyone, and welcome back to Pipes and Drams, where we taste a little whiskey and play a couple of tunes. My name is Derek, these are my pipes, and these are my drams. And the name of the tune that was just played is The Day We Were at Arran. And today, as a matter of fact, we're going to be tasting the Arran 10-year-old. Now, the Arran 10-year-old is distilled at the, let's see, a dead giveaway here, Isle of Arran. And the name Arran is Gaelic and means peaked island. The Isle of Arran is situated in the Firth of Clyde, off the southwest of Scotland between the Ayrshire coast and the Kintyre Peninsula, where the island benefits from the warmth of the Gulf Stream. The island is also affectionately known as Scotland in miniature due to its mountains, lowlands, lochs, glens, and castles. And on a personal note, in 1956, my mom and dad honeymooned in the town of Lamlash on the east of the island. Now, you may be familiar with Arran sweaters and think that they come from this island, but no, they don't. They actually come from the Irish Arran Islands that are located outside of Galway Bay, just a few miles from the Cliffs of Moher and the Clare coast. Now, about those sweaters, apparently folklore has it that the origin of the sweater came around when fishermen and their families would put in a unique pattern into the stitch. And that was done so that if the fisherman fell overboard and his body was perhaps not found for, I'll say several weeks here, then the body would be able to be identified by the stitch in the pattern. Not sure how true that is, but who knows, right? Now the distillery, the Loch Ranza distillery, is located in the village of Loch Ranza. And that's in the north of the island. Loch Ranza is a small village of about 200 people. It's huddled on the steep hills surrounding the sea loch, and the name is Gaelic, meaning Loch of the Seals. The distillery started production in 1995. It was supposed to start in 1994, but a nesting pair of golden eagles were discovered in the cliffs, and as they're a protected species, production had to wait. And the opening of the distillery brought back legal distillation to Arran after 150 years. Now, Arran, speaking whiskey-wise, is geographically falling into a unique place. It falls between a couple of the classic whiskey regions, Lowland, which is the mainland of Scotland, or Campbellton, which is on the Kintyre Peninsula. Instead, it's grouped into the rather nebulous concept of the islands. Other island region whiskies tend to lean heavily towards peat and smoke. If you think of Islay or Jura or Mull flavor profiles, that's what they're at. But the Arran malts, on the other hand, are sweet and honey. Now, Arran has changed their bottle over the past few years from the typical long necker that you see to one that's more stubby, and that gives it a bit of a unique look in the market. Their labeling also has a more craft look to it, and they have a graphic that of the island with the pair of eagles and the copper pot still as well. There's also information on the label in Braille. If you look at the side of the cork, I'm not sure how well that's going to show up there, but you'll also see the geographic coordinates of the distillery, and that is also on the label. Other cities that share the same latitude include Omsk in Russia, Derry or Londonderry in Northern Ireland, and Thompson, Manitoba. Overall, I really think the distillers did an outstanding job packaging. It's really effective. And who knew that we'd be talking about labeling? God. Anyway, now maybe we should talk a little bit about the whiskey. So, Arran, 10-year-old, is double distilled. It's of natural color, is non-chill filtered, and bottled at 46% ABV. It's aged in second fill bourbon and sherry casks, and it's won the gold medal for best single malt Scotch whiskey under 12-year-olds at the San Francisco World's Whiskey Awards in 2019, and the gold medal at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition in 2012. It is bright gold in color. You can see that there. On the nose, you've got some initial vanilla sweetness. You've got the typical fruity distillation notes of kiwi, banana, maybe a bit of melon as well. On the palate, we have a taste. You've got a bit of spice, a bit of cinnamon spice. You've got the typical citrus fruit notes that are softened by age, and it gives a nice, deep, round, sweet oak character, and a warm maltiness that's not unlike digestive biscuits. The finish is well balanced, lingers on the palate, and fades slowly, so that until you're ready for the next taste. This Arran 10-year-old is the whiskey that's gathered a lot of talk. It's an ideal malt for someone that's looking for something new, or is taking their first steps on their whiskey journey and wants to try something that is approachable yet complex. A very nice whiskey, well worth trying to find in the area that we're in BC. It's hard to come across, but well worth a try. So why don't we try a couple of tunes? Cheers. hope you enjoyed that. That was the Dark Island, Dr. McInnes's Fancy, and the Winnipeg Forager. Time for a drink. Signed, everybody. Till next time. Cheers.